Hi there, Ronnie here, coming at you with a video. Last night we finished, well, it was second of two scenarios. I didn't do a review of the first scenario because it was only two sessions and we were going on to the second one straight away. It was Jason running two Call of Cthulhu scenarios. One of them was a very short scenario called Good Vibes Only. And the second one, which was a little longer, was called The Brides of Pendle, which Jason is writing himself. It's going to be published at some future point, hopefully by the end of the year. But certainly, it's being written with publishing in mind. So there's very little I can talk about with the second one, although quite frankly, if you watch it, you're going to get spoilers galore, but I don't want to spoil too much, so my overview of Brides of Pendle is going to be very brief. Good Vibes Only, though, which was the first two sessions, was a lot of fun. It was set modern day, and we were all at one of those health spa retreat things for one of those weekend events where things weren't quite as fun as you can imagine. It was Call of Cthulhu. Brides of Pendle is set during the classic Cthulhu, so 1920s. Which had us as friends of a guy who was getting married up in Lancashire. And we go up there and hilarity ensues. Good Vibes Only was a lot of fun. It was very much a sort of convention game sort of scenario. The kind of thing that would probably, I mean, we did it in two sessions of about 2 hours each. You could realistically do that game in like one session of 4 hours. So it would be good for a convention. So it was a lot of fun messing about. One of the interesting things about it is because it was essentially a sort of goldfish bowl. Everything happening in a very tight, small area. Rather than that sort of classic slow build that often happens in a Cthulhu scenario, that slow build and went ba-dun! It was pretty much ba-dun! Almost from the start. Bride of Pendle was more traditional, not only in the fact that it was set in the 20s, although it was set in 20s in England rather than 20s in America. It had that more traditional slow burn heading for sort of big finish, which went really well in terms of the story and a definitive ending. And it was very intense. The scenarios were really good. I really enjoyed playing in both of them. My own playing, I think, got better. I was doing okay with Good Vibes Only. I thought I did rather well a player. I mean, I'm very critical of my own playing, and well, I don't think I'm there yet. Um, I thought I did better with Brides of Pendle. I was getting right into the character, into the story. I was very engaged with it. As I usually am with stories, but yeah. Um, Also, because Becky had, well, obviously, Becky's Jason's wife, so she knows a lot about the Brides of Pendle scenario. I think she's been part of the first playtest. Um, and because of that, she decided not to play this playtest. Um, so it was interesting seeing a different dynamic with myself, Phil, and Giorgio. Whereas with Good Vibes Only, it was 3 and Becky. Um, Jason's a really good Cthulhu games master. I've often said that whilst you can get GMs who know rules and so on, know the scenario, know the players and so on, if they gravitate, if they really enjoy uh, if they really enjoy that setting, that style, then you're going to find yourself with a better GM. And that was certainly the case with us, with Jason. Jason really gravitates to Cthulhu. It's clear. I I think I'm safe in saying it's his favorite. Um, I mean, I've played other stuff with him running it. I mean, we've played Corporation with him running it, and Shadows of Esteren, and Advanced Fighting Fantasy, and a bit of D&D 5. But Cthulhu seems to be where his heart is. He really enjoys that setting, that style, and it comes through. So yeah, had an absolute ball. Giorgio up next in a couple of weeks' time. Um, but yeah, really enjoyed the 2 Call of Cthulhu scenarios. Jason's just a great GM. Really gelling with the players, and it was just, they were both very fun scenarios to do. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll be back soon with another video.